Hi everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. It's a quick one today, but I do want to tell you this. Seeing a lot of bearish chatter on Twitter in terms of price and where things are going. Remember, this is a bullish formation, and what traders are going to do is try to buy the dip. What's the most important thing they need to recover? That'd be the close of yesterday. Right? If they can't get back up over this 518.70-ish area, that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good for the bulls. But this is a bullish area. So traders, notice it gapped down. Traders immediately began to buy, probably because it's that near that line right there. But that's my 517 number that I talked about yesterday. We're going to stick it all the way. Let's go here to the heavy congestion. All right. This is heavy congestion. It's a 515.50 area. Traders, if we cannot get up over 518.72, this is going to be bearish. But traders are going to try and buy the dip. So look at the lows and don't short the lows if you're trying to manage the risk, because the trend is upward. Neutral to bullish is, hey, listen, we've got higher lows. We just don't have higher highs that are staying and holding. And again, all our highs are collapsing once they get up there. Okay, so let's go to the volatility band. Remember, what the vol band says is look at trend first, right? That's our 30 exponential. Then look at the VWAP. If the VWAP is negative and the trend is negative, the bounces are sell zones. Notice when we get down into these very deep areas of the double stochastic, I have 333 here. This double smooth stochastic. Once it gets here, it tells you, you probably ought to look for buyers showing up. Now notice, just because buyers show up here doesn't mean price action isn't continuing down. It's just telling you that you better not short the lows or you're going to run into trouble. That's how you use these technical indicators. Don't go long on the highs or you're going to run into trouble, right? Sloping motions tell us overall what's going on. And if this starts running, you know it's going to give us a reversion to the mean. And what do the volatility bands tell us? By and large, second volatility band, unless price action is extreme, second volatility band, look for the inflection of this and watch for the pullbacks to be buy zones. And as long as you keep making higher lows, Bob's your uncle. Rewind that and look at it over and over again, because that's exactly what you're going to need to use every day if you're using this technical and mechanical formation to work, right? Okay, so here we go. Futures, a little bit weaker, right? Well below the close of yesterday. I'm going to, do I want to remove the alert? Yeah, I'll remove this alert. All right, so what do we want to do? What we want to do is say, all right, what's most likely? Well, we came right down into that 52.38.75 zone that I was talking about. Let's make that 52.36. A little bit noisy, but clearly right on the edge. What's this low? 52.35. All right, so right there, very much noise. What are the traders going to try to do here? Well, they saw a bounce yesterday. They're going to try and bounce here. The trend is up. We've broken the 8, right? So that's steep, solid, attractive trend. They've broken it. Now what are they doing? Searching for support. What are the lines in the sand? My thought, 52.15, right? So let's put a line here. And instead of making it 52.16, we'll make it 52.15. And we'll watch for price action to potentially come into that area. Listen, if it loses this zone, the buyers are going to try and come in. Big wicks here, a lot of buying pressure in here. But the next line in the sand will be 51.85. Test, 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 test. Literally 7 days of testing there. It could come back. What are the traders going to do? They're going to try and buy the dip. People are addicted to buying the dip here. And because things have gotten very, very bearish, we want to be super careful about shorting the lows. I don't know that that's a good idea, right? Sell the bounce. Don't short the lows. Look at that. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. So what did we do? We gapped way down. What? And then we've bounced. What do we have to do here? Listen, this is the close of yesterday, 441. If we can't get through the close of 441, we're going to head lower. What are the traders going to try and do? Look at that. Bunch of sellers right there at that 441. Let's create an alert there. Let's make it very tight. Okay? And if we bounce into this zone, listen, it could go all the way up to 442.60, maybe even 442. Why is that not moving? Remove this ray. All right, maybe that one. It could be this wick right up here. Maybe 443. Yeah, let's do 443. Right, 442.76. 443, something like that. All right, that will be the test. Guess what? It's going to be a short there. It is. Now, how long the short holds is going to be very dependent on what the buyers are doing underneath here. But this is a break of the 30 exponential. And if they break it today, folks, that's not going to look good. So I'm suspecting they don't break it today. I'm expecting they try to hold this floor at 437, right? And if they don't hold the floor at 437, that could be a problem, a significant one, all right? A significant one. So it's do or die for the Qs today. Trend, a little bit down. Momentum, definitely down. That means the bounces are sell zones. So you got alerts all the way to 43, maybe even 46 for them to hold. But they're going to catch people off guard if they think this is a pure sell zone, because it is not. All right, so here we go. Overnight comes right down into heavy congestion. This area at 250 gave us all kinds of trouble yesterday, but it was a buy zone. How do you know? Look, when you've got significant momentum here in terms of heavy congestion, which is its own version of stickiness, right? If you've got that floating around here, you know that they're going to come and hit it as many times as they can. Here's the thing. If trend is up and it comes through this area and breaks, but then recovers, that becomes a buy zone. Now, look at what happened here. This opened and then immediately faded. What are they doing? They're hunting lower, but what's likely? What's likely is going to be what happened in the very recent past, and that is a bounce. So they're going to try and buy it off of this zone, and if they can't, and when I say if they can't, it means that it comes into maybe 320, and it can't move higher. Let's 320. Put that one down. 320. If they can't move any higher, that means we're going to head lower. This all sticky. I would not be surprised to see us come all the way back down into 18,000 and just chop around. Right? Momentum is down. Trend is down. It means sell the bounce. Don't sell the low because trend is still up. All right. That's all I'm going for today, folks. A lot going on, and I'll see you on the platforms.